Good morning, everybody. God, sorry. Okay, I had to move my chair. There we go. I'm earlier today because I have to go see people at 12 o'clock. So I thought, well, I'll just start a little bit earlier, and then I still get all of my hours in. Mine's gone blank. I'll get all my hours in. I'm also going to try and do a schedule for next week because I know that I'm pretty bad with that. I just sort of turn up when I feel like it, but I do need to do a schedule. Next Tuesday will be very much like this, where I probably will start about 9. I actually did mean to start at 9 today, but I ended up watching a YouTube video which ran over because I'm very bad at time. So I started it at I started it at like 8:45, and I knew it was a 20-minute video, and I was like, that'll finish by 10 because I can't count. So anyway, hello everybody. I hope you're having a good Friday. Excuse me. We're back to Roots of Pacha. Yesterday we completed the caves. What else did we do? Oh, we got Ilo up to... Oh, now I can smooch her. So I got Ilo up to... I think she's on 8 hearts now, so I've only got 2 more hearts to marry her. I looked up the requirements for the last 2 things I need to do for the tower, and it looks like I just... Oh, sorry, let's actually start playing. Shut up. But I need to... What do I need to do? I've got to cook a bronze level food. So I don't know if you've been watching all of my videos or if you've been catching the live streams, but sometimes I receive ingredients or the boar fur, I think it was, that had like the little star on it. Well, apparently that's what I'm aiming for. So it's no shape, a circle, a triangle, and then a star. And I need to make a food that is at least star quality, which means I'm going to have to make sure that my crops are better. So I think the 2 I'm needing now is a crop that is of that quality and a food that is of that quality. Thank you, Reese. Still can't do that. Banners, I love you. Oh my god, I tried to stab you. I do still love you, but I'm sorry. Right. Oh, it's so beautiful. Although I will have to get rid of all the weeds. Not the weeds, the sticks and stones. Sticks and stones. See, that's so that one, I can't remember what that is, but it's not what I want. Oh, that one needs shearing. I don't think... So I need to also work on start breeding animals. Getting them higher. So like, for example, yesterday I went to talk to the different coloured goats. Because I want... Well, other than I just want different coloured ones. I also need... I feel bad sort of breeding them with the brothers. It's a bit creepy. Really, I need to get rid of some of the male ones. How do I get... Are you boy? No, I know you can't produce fur. Or you're boy. No, you're lady. I really do need to give them names. This is boy. See, he's 222. Where's the other male? It's this one, isn't it? Because the other one's the female. No, excuse you. Yeah, see, he's not as good. I named him and I can't get rid of him. And I feel bad. How many animals are in this one? Oh, I could get rid of some of the boars. We got that. That's the lady. Oh. Mr. and Mrs. Pigglesworth had a... She better. Base quality. Her base quality is way higher. Oh no, Miss Pigglesworth, this looks bad for you. Ooh. Because I need to keep Mr. Pigglesworth. Oh no. I don't want to kill anyone at the same area. I kind of need stuff. Right, anyway. So, I will come up and do this. I need to go sort this out. I say that now, you will know for a while. I'm going to forget. Right, so we have trees planted. I do need to clear this. I need to put paths there. Right, so, yesterday, if you weren't here, I got my field sorted. So I planted more of these. I hope I'm still going to be able to access this. trees growing. It should be alright. So look, they all go all the way down. Lovely. Oh, efficiency. Right, can I do anything with Ilo today? I really should just do speaking to her, I guess. Because you have to talk to them like once a day. Or I can give her another gift if I can find something. I have a burdock. Let's go find her a burdock. Ooh, cheese. Right. Sorry, this is me just looking through what I have. I'll give her a mango. Everyone loves mango. Oh, sorry. I clicked and then clicked off again. But yes, so I will be... I'm gonna put a schedule up for next week. It's not just for you, so you know when it is. It's also for me, so I can stop being so... not lazy. A little bit lazy. I get in my head very much, and then I'm like, I can't remember. I don't know what to do. And I need to do stuff. That's the whole point. Tree fruits is in this one? Yes. I'm sorry if I keep coughing. All of a sudden, I've got like a very tickly throat that I didn't remember having before. But yes, so the schedule will be up. I'm pretty sure so Tuesday I am looking after a small person. So I will not be... Oh, I need to clear these. I will be early again next week. The only reason why I start at 10 is because I have to drop off the tadpole at like... She starts at 8:30. So by the time I get home, it's like 9:15. And then I like to have a little sit down, have my breakfast, read a bit of Reddit to chuckle at other people's lives. And then I didn't get the burdock. And then I sit down and I start my stream. But really, I am quite ready to start streaming by 9 normally because I've already eaten my breakfast and done everything I need to do. I'm just lazy. So next Tuesday, definitely I will be on at 9 and we'll finish probably about 11:30 because the people who are dropping off the small child say, oh, we'll be here about this time, which means that they'll be here half an hour beforehand, which is fine because normally I do the same thing. Where is she today? Where is my wife? She's up there. So I will I'll do what I can. Dari was encouraging Brad to study the spirits. It's not a bad idea. Goodness, this is so helpful, thank you. I can smooch her. I love boo. Right in front of the man who wants to steal her from me. Good luck, kid. She's... Oh, I can kiss her more than once. You just sit there kissing her all day. I was going to say it'd get a bit boring, wouldn't it? I've other things to do. Stop kissing me. No, he's so upset he left. Rob has always been nice to me, but he's weird about Olka. Can I now dance and kiss her whenever I want? Right, anyway. So let's clear some of these fields up. Because everything's sort of in the way. And then it means that the stuff will grow through. Meaning there'll be plenty of stuff for me to farm. Actually, I need to get rid of these fields as well, don't I? So it just feels... But yes, the streams aren't... The streams are going to be the same as they normally are, except there's a couple of days where obviously I have to maybe go a bit early. I don't think I have anything else next week, but the week after, I honestly don't know what's going to happen because it's half term in the UK. and obviously my daughter is going to be home, and also we've got people visiting, so I may stream. I might get a Saturday and oh no, because they're here, aren't they? I don't know what's going to happen. I will try to stream, but if I'm not here, or there's no videos on YouTube, it's because it's half term and there's not much I can do. Because as much as I would love to just... Oh, thank you very much. Hello. But yeah, if I'm not here next week... How are you doing? I'm doing all right, thank you very much. How are you? Yeah, if I'm not here next week... Or not next week, the week after, it's because I'm having to look after somebody. Do I stream daily? I normally stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I take Wednesdays off because I have to look after small people. And Saturday and Sunday, my daughter's home. I try to stream as much as I can, but when you have small people, that doesn't always work out. Right, I'm going to leave that bit there because I want them to actually be able to get out. No, I don't want to ride you. I want you to move. Do you know what? I can, with the fields, I can untill them with the copper hoe, can't I? Nope. 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 Well, that's just awkward for everyone, isn't it? There we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I play this on console because my PC is a laptop that basically overheats if I try to upload anything on Twitter. Sorry, X. We're not allowed to call it that anymore, are we? So I run my stream via my laptop and my VTuber, but I don't run anything else on it. So this version of Pacha's on console, Switch in particular. I am looking at getting a better PC. Hopefully for my birthday, in fact. But unfortunately, PCs cost a lot of money and my toilet just broke down. So. And also I have to feed my child because people get judgy if you don't. Oh, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I wouldn't say I've nearly finished Pacha. My aim is to get married and to complete the temple because I've already finished the caves. What I say? Oh, I love to play like indie farming games and stuff like that. I like cozy games. I'm not very good at FPSs. I'm not good at tactics games. With tactics games, I get frustrated very quickly, and I don't like horror games. Oh no. I'm sure people think it's funny to watch streamers cry on stream, but I really don't like horror games. I'm not a... No. So I tend to play a lot of like indie farming cozy games and stuff like that. In fact, the next game I think I'm going to play after this is probably Paleo Pines. Actually, I'm really looking forward to that. Hello, Garrick. You know, it probably would have been a good idea to place all the paths when I could actually see. Or when the trees were dead. That would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? Do you know what? I'll just leave them there. I can't be bothered. Yeah, my next game I'm hoping to play is Paleo Pines, because it's basically farming but with dinosaurs. And I think that sounds like a really good... And I was waiting for it. A lot of the games I play will be on Switch. I do have other systems, but unfortunately my husband has taken the PlayStation 5. Well, sorry, not taken it. He hasn't run off with it. He's using it because the new Yakuza game has just come out and he's loving that. So I promised that I would play on different systems, which is why I'm using the Switch. But I also have accessibility to the Xbox. So before Pacha, I played Spirity. And that was good. I enjoyed that. It just, when it came out on Xbox, it really needed a patch. I believe they've patched it now. I just haven't gone back to it yet. Oh yeah, I played Frog Detective as well. I played all 3 of those. They were really good. They're all up on my YouTube as well, so if anyone missed the VODs but they really want to watch them, they're up on my YouTube, which is... it's Clue is Frog. It's still the same thing, but it's just YouTube instead of Twitch. We're allowed to apply our YouTube too. I think we're allowed to do. Do I want to be a famous streamer? Honestly, I don't think I have enough time to be a famous streamer, because most famous streamers tend to be young men or women in like their early 20s who don't have like a whole house to run. I know there are a few, but it's quite often the dads and their wives are at home with the kids. So I mean, I'd like it if I had more people to talk to about similar interests that were games. But the end goal for me is to meet like-minded people, and just have fun playing games that I was going to play anyway. Because I talk out loud anyway, so it was like I was already streaming, but there was nobody listening. So if that leads to the fact that people like, I'm not going to say get famous, but if it gets to the point where people are enjoying me and stuff like that, then that's good, but that's not the end goal for me. Also, I find it very useful that I actually complete more games by playing them on stream, because I actually feel like I have to finish them. Because I'm notorious for buying like 6 games. And then not playing any of them. I'm just going to make it quite clear now that I have no intention of buying any art or channel things. But I appreciate your suggestion. Excuse me. That's most of it. I did the stuff at the top. No. Oh, I didn't realise it was quite that late in the day. Let's run back. Because I don't really want to collapse. Oh, I've also got weeds to put in there, haven't I? Should probably do that. Yes, I know it's getting late. I was getting there. There we go. Oh, we're back up to nearly what we were at the beginning of winter. Did I sell much today? I can't remember. I think I did. Oh no, I sold loads today. Hello, Shy Star. How are you today? Sorry, I'm just going to have to cough. Sorry, I had to cough. Just gonna... The dog is soaking. Yes, they do that. The worst bit is when they give you the big eyes and they're like, why don't you love me? Because you haven't had one walk for a day. Oh, I really like the heart with the snake around it. Oh, Isla gave me back the herbs that she likes. Wait. There's a new savannah animal? Have you seen the new herd in the savannah? I've been tracking them for a few days. Wait, there's a new animal? Sorry, I sound really surprised and squeaky there. No, I'm okay for artwork, thank you very much. That was very kind of you to offer, but I'm okay for artwork. I actually have somebody doing artwork for me already. I just haven't got around to doing anything yet. Oh god, no, don't chop it. Don't chop the chickens. So, today's job, I need to go into the savannah and see what the new thing is. No chopping the chickens, I know. Oh god, I did it again. It's not my fault, they shouldn't... A is everything. If it wasn't everything, I'd complain that it was too difficult and I had to press different buttons to do everything. Don't chop the chickens. Hey Freya, stop trying to steal my girl, please. She's mine. You can't have her. I rolled a dice and everything just to pick her. Okay, sorry. Do you know, I don't know what it is about family. I don't know, I complain about this almost every stream. I started streaming earlier today because I have a lot to do later on because there's birthdays and stuff coming up. And normally they don't hit me up until like just before just after I've streamed. Which in this case is, you know, my normal streaming time of 10:30 or 10 o'clock, depending on whether or not I got down here early enough. I streamed early today and they're already messaging me. I don't know, unless they secretly already know I'm here and they just don't let me know. I don't know what's going on with them. Oh no, I'm all right. I was just I explained earlier that I've had to stream earlier today because I'm going to go see one of my sister-in-laws to have a cup of tea later because she just got engaged this week and I haven't actually managed to speak to her. So family, I'm having to go see them and then my husband is going to come and pick me up so we can go pick up our daughter from school. It's a never-ending torrent of family time in this house. Nobody offers to clean though. They don't clean. They'd love to come make a mess in my house, but no one cleans. Trying to be useful instead of gaming and sleeping. Oh, I know that pain. Sometimes it works out. Okay. Sorry, it was really irritating me how messy that was. Hey, when you were pregnant, I cleaned your house. Did you? I'm going to say you probably did. I don't know. I don't remember you cleaning. It's been a long time since then. My baby's nearly 10. Probably. Also, I appreciate people coming to clean my house. I do. Backtracking now because she's upset someone. I was like, I appreciate you coming to clean my house. Oh, you did scrub my bathroom. That's right, when I had the nesting syndrome and then I got in the bath with the toothbrush. Do you remember? I started scrubbing the tiles crying because I couldn't figure out why it wasn't clean. And my husband's going, baby, are you all right? And I'm like, it's not because I'm nesting. And he's like, you know, you are. Okay, sweetheart, that's fine, you crazy bitch. Sorry, that was a swear. I shouldn't have done that. I get to use the excuse, I would come see you, but I can't drive. See, I can't drive, but unfortunately I live close enough in the UK that I could walk there. I'm just incredibly lazy. And I could also get there on the bus. Once again, incredibly lazy. Also, the bus is full of people. Better than the meltdown I had while pregnant trying to make a bully bookcase. If I can't make a bookcase, how can I look after a child? They're not the same. You would think I moved here on purpose. Yeah, when my husband and I, oh, I forgot I could do a 3. When me and my husband first got together, we moved close enough because at the time I was working with my family, and obviously I do drive. I don't like to drive. I'm a scary driver because I cry at the wheel and it's just not safe for anyone. So we moved to be close to where he went to work and where I could walk to work. And his family were quite upset by this because they felt like I was stealing their child. Right, I'm going to point out when I met him, he was 23. He wasn't a child, and I certainly didn't steal him, and if I did, he came willingly. And they were really upset that how dare their baby want to go live, in sin with a woman he didn't really know. At this point, we'd been together 6 months, but we didn't know each other. But then when we got engaged a month later, they're like, oh, wow, it's so nice for you to finally be here. And you're like, so it was all, when we were living in sin and you didn't like her, that was bad, but now we're engaged. That's gravy, that is. Oh, you guys being pregnant sounds like a... Me and my sister were not the kind of people you see on TV. They're like, I love being pregnant. Everything's wonderful. And I just giggle at the... Right, being pregnant's hard. And anyone who says it isn't hard is either incredibly lucky or is lying. Because I can assure... My sister had sickness. She was so ill to the point where she ended up in hospital. I didn't get that. I had many, many other things. That's a point. There's this new herd. What is it? Where is it? What is it? I can't see anything on the map. I don't know what it is. Is it because I haven't discovered it yet? Right. Let's ride. Go, Muffin 2. I should go... Oh. I can't remember. Muffin 2. It's Cupcake, isn't it? Rename. Cupcake. Sorry, this was unneeded, but it's happening and this is what's happening. Cupcake. Because it's not quite a muffin, she's a cupcake. Nice. Oh. I'm such a child. There we go, carry on. Oh, those people are not real. Is there a reason why both of us only have one child each? Mine was more due to difficulty rather than the pregnancy itself. We're like, we've had one, this is fine now. Oh, your boyfriend's mum's got 6 kids. What are these? Wait, what's this? It's like a tiny cow. Oh, not so tiny cow. What is it? I just love his little gingery hair. I wonder if these ones also give milk. God, this the song's it's a bit fast-paced. Good lord. What is it? Oryx. Like an oryx? Oryx? Is that a thing? It's very cute. Look at that. Probably milk cows. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because I couldn't figure out where the bisons only had hair. Oh, it just means I'm going to have to upgrade my thing again, aren't I? Is you boy? Who's boy? I didn't want to play there. Keys. Oh no, let's go get some of these ones. I've got loads of the other ones. Oops. What was I clicking on? Oh, wheat, down the bottom. Oh, lavender. Sorry, I gently mumble into myself. Because I didn't plant any of this. Right, I appreciate the follow, Evelyn, but I really don't want to buy any artwork right now. I already have artwork, but you know, I appreciate the follow, but I don't want to buy any artwork. Going into people's channels and then basically bombarding them with messages until they pay attention isn't really the way to sell yourself. Oh, head talk. I don't know why I shouldn't squeal when I see a baby. I know it's not my fault they're cute. I mean, he's not lying, is he? Is Ada not here today, or has she gone somewhere else? Oh, she's probably in the town. Alright, just give me 5 seconds. Look. So we've got the aurochs now as well. I need to... Do I need... No, I've got loads of those sesame seeds. That's right, because they come back in the summer as well, don't they? Ooh, that one's nice. I don't really have enough space for any more of these animals. I need to build some more. I keep meaning to ask Shystar, do you actually stream as well? I think my husband had checked your account. Sorry, that sounds awful. we like to look through people who follow to basically see if people are bots. just to make sure people aren't people coming in and just demanding attention. Normally the bots are nice and quiet. You do. You're not... Oh. Yeah, I was going to say, one of my friends had MS, and she used to struggle really badly when it was cold. Unfortunately, where we live in the UK, it's either grey or you get sometimes blue, but mostly just grey. And she used to really... Sorry, I'm just arranging my jumper. She used to struggle quite a bit. Can I use any herb, or does it have to be oregano? Lavender cheese. It's exactly the same cheese. Lavender cheese. Could you imagine? I mean, I'd probably eat it. Oh, the heat makes it worse for you. Oh, I say we don't normally get that heat. I think the hottest it's ever been here was last year. It hit 40 degrees in London. We don't, at least me and my husband don't live near London. So it was considerably cooler here, but it was still quite hot. I think we got to like 36, which is, very hot. I always see people in like Texas and stuff, and they're like, oh god, it hit really this high temperature. And then after I've actually figured it out, because obviously we use different ways of telling the temperature, I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's hot. Oh, 38 on the coast. Isn't it? Trees, why can't I see through you? Oh, you get the breeze. Yeah, we live by the coast. So we do get breeze. But we don't live by an ocean. We have the channel between France and England next to us, so it's not really an ocean. But they call it the Solent. So we do get a breeze, but it's not really the same. I don't know why, Shasta. I thought you lived in America. I've been going, oh, it's really hard, America. I thought you lived in America. I suppose, like, in England, it's like this. We've probably had conversations where we've actually talked about it, but my memory's so shot at the moment. It's alright. Yeah, that's not far. Oh, sugar, I've just need my desk. That's fine. God, no. I went on holiday to America. It's lovely to go as a holiday, but I don't think I'd want to... I don't think I want to live there full time. Not that it's a terrible country, it's just I find it... I'm quite a small person, which is why, you know, frog. I think I would struggle living there because everything's very big, it's very loud, and I'm quite small and quiet, and I think I would struggle. I'd like to go there again for our holiday. We went to Florida, so that probably didn't help. So we did the typical, you go to Disney and you go to Universal Studios and stuff like that. Which was nice, but that was quite some time ago now. I mean, that was before our daughter. I think that was in 2009? I don't know why I said it like that. I think we went in 2009. My husband and I had only just... I think we've been together like... We got together in 2007, so it was like a first big trip for us, and I'd never really been on a plane, so my father-in-law, kindly at the time, paid for me to go on a plane, originally to France, because from our local airport to France only takes like 15 minutes. Because their aim was to eventually get us to go on holiday with them. Let's just say I've been with my husband nearly 20 years now, and we've never gone back on holiday with them. Oh, sorry, I hear that. Oh, Brighton. Brighton was nice. I've been to Brighton a couple of times. In fact, we went to Brighton quite a few times when Dale's little one was very small. I keep rolling my sleeves up and down. I don't know what to do with my sleeves today. I've been one of those overstimulated days where I'm not really sure what to do. Sorry, carrying on. I will be finishing by about 11 today because I need to eat before I go out to go visit my in-laws. No, I'm not visiting my in-laws. Well, I guess she is my sister-in-law now. Does it count? But there will be a stream schedule going up. I'll probably do that after I end stream because I've become very aware that I basically flip-flop and nobody's actually sure when I'm coming on. To be fair, I know when I'm coming on. It's just whether or not I get up the energy to actually streaming, because for me, streaming takes quite a lot of my mental energy. I then have to like chill out for 3 hours before I go and pick up my daughter. Otherwise, I talk to the other mums. I mean, yesterday... Oh God, what did I say? I hope you have nice Friday. And thankfully they know I'm nutty. So they were like, oh no, and you. I'm not a social person as it is, but having to speak and having to make small talk with other parents is just a nightmare. Streaming. I like streaming for the fact that they also obviously my sister, Targ is my husband. I like playing games because when we were little, we all used to sit and watch each other play games, and it's part of our family culture that we always used to sit there. I say culture in like the loosest term possible. And obviously, Zayoth and I have not lived together for quite some time at this point, but we both still love to game. And rather than just sort of like randomly chatting about games, going, oh, I played this, it was really cool, and her go, oh, cool, and then her buy it, and her husband be like, stop getting my wife to spend money. This way, she watches me play it, doesn't spend the money, and I don't get shouted at. And if we meet other people along the way that enjoy gaming too, that makes it even better. Because at my age, I don't have many friends that enjoy gaming, because most of my friends either work or are like, they feel they're too old for fun. You're as old as you feel, which at the moment is quite old, actually. You still text you every day. Yeah, she's like, are you streaming today? And I'm like, no, I've got a bit of a snuffly nose. And she's like, oh, but I'm off today. And I'm like, oh, okay. I misses your face. Your scaly little face. No, frogs aren't scaly either. They're sort of slippery. Sort of a slippery. That's English that came out of my mouth. Sort of a slippery. Because my ADHD goes, oh my god, I want this game. Yeah, I know. It's nice to talk to. Yeah, it's so nice to actually have people that actually, well, for a start, talk back. That's nice, because I guess it depends on how long you've been streaming, but those first few times that you stream and you're just sort of like chatting into the void. I mean, I've been very lucky because my husband and my sister have watched since the beginning, because obviously my husband's upstairs and he mods for me, stopping normally most of the art streamers trying to spam me with their messages. Oh, she's gone. Because if my husband had been here, I probably wouldn't have had to continue that conversation. But he had to go. He wasn't here this morning. Sorry. Oh yeah, problem is, I didn't think streaming was easy. I'd looked at people doing. Sorry, I'm just talking now. I'd looked at people doing it, and I know it wasn't easy because we watch a lot of big streamers, and they're like, "It's not easy." Anyone that tells you easy either isn't doing it right or whatever. But I just wanted to do it so I had people to talk to, and it meant that my sister could watch, and my husband, not my brother. Good lord, that'd be creepy. The rest of my family don't know I do it yet. I might have to start admitting to them. You treated yourself to a new game, which is... Oh, what did you... Oh, what did you buy? What did you buy? Ignore other family play games for me. Dance, monkey, dance. It's so nice to talk to people who get it, you know? Yeah, I completely... Oh, that's why me and my husband work so well, is because we're literally the same nerd. You're working. I know you're working, sweet pea. Number one in my family. Shall I start? Do you want to know a secret? I also bought Power World. And I love it. And... I'm gonna be honest with you. On Monday, I very nearly played Power World, but I didn't actually want to have to move the Xbox back into my streaming room. I love Power World so much. I'm trying to play it in little bits because I have a bug because I play it on Xbox because my computer's just not good enough. I will play. And I'm having the issue of... excuse me. There's some sort of memory leak or something going on, so if I play for about an hour and a half, I'm out in the world exploring, trying to find eggs, trying to find the little effigies, and every pal in the world will just stop. They're just stood there blankly staring into space, and I can attack them and then they fight back, but most of the time they're just stood there. I've raided several dens, and the only people... So the syndicate thugs attack you. So the humans will fight you, but the others, it's like, I don't know whether their AI still works, but the rest of it doesn't. So I'm waiting for it. It takes a while to paddle here, but the river fish are so tasty. My dad makes the best tools. He's kind of good at everything. So I'm leaving it to cook for a little bit longer, even though I love it so much. And then I say that, and then I'll probably play it tonight again. But it's really good. I'm enjoying it. I also played Pokemon Arceus because that is Power World is what I wanted Arceus to be. A fun game where I could run around, the Pokemon were out in the wild, I could catch them in like Monster Hunter sort of style. It was all open world, I could go wherever I wanted within limits. The world was nice and big, and you actually got to see like the animals living in their natural habitat. There wasn't like, they've attacked you in the grass. And Arceus, I'm trying to pick my words very carefully here so I don't get sued. Arceus was that, but didn't look It was very janky. I struggled. It actually gave me migraines because the art and everything about it was quite bad. This pushes Game Freak. I hope it pushes Game Freak, because at the end of it's the same as like when I watch Co-Carnage on Twitch, and every time somebody messages and they're like, "Have you seen the Mixer or Kick have made these brand new streaming things?" And he's like, "Good. I hope it works out, because we need to force certain companies to look at what they're doing and be like, we need to make this better. Make it somebody standing there and watching a company go, oh sugar, we could be doing better, is a good thing for industry. And as streamers and viewers, it's a good thing for us, for them to be like, oh, maybe we should fix this bit that we've been talking about for 3 years but haven't actually done anything. Maybe it's a good thing if we fix this." Yes, it is a good thing that you fix this. So I hope that this gives them the kick that they need to not keep blaming the Switch, because I played Xenoblade, right? Xenoblade 3. Xenoblade 3 looked absolutely fine on the Switch. So how come Game Freak can't get that Pokemon game to run on it? It's the only thing you've streamed this year. Yeah. So I'm very slow when it comes to Power World. I like to build up my little base. I like to make sure everything works properly, because I don't like to, I don't like to starve my little pals, because it seems mean. And I came back and I played with Zayoth and her husband, and they're like, "Oh, we've done this for you." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to do it." Chuck wants to style my hair. I told him I'm fabulous enough. She is very sweet. I love her. I don't really need tomato seeds, do I? I think I have a lot of those. Sometimes I miss travelling, but I can't leave my mum. Not my dad. He can go. Right, I've forgotten what I need to improve my house. Oh, my house must be the biggest I can get it then. Sorry, I was just scrolling through there. Oh, hardwood and 50 hardwood. Good lord, that's a lot of contribution. Okay, cool. Yeah, Powered hit 19 million players. I saw that. Yeah, I loved Arceus. I did get problems. I'm not good at Monster Hunter style games, so I really struggled with the Fire Temple guy, the Growly boy. Arcanine. The Hisuian, whatever it's called, Arcanine. I really struggled with that. I actually clicked the wrong button. Crumble. I need to make some more money so I can afford that. Right, see you in a bit, Zayoth. Hey, darling. Worrying makes me feel like I'm doing something to help, but I'm not. Not everything is in our power. Mwah. Let's get that fishing stick out. My fishing stick. One with friends, one casual, one normal. Whoa. So my sister and her husband had it on Xbox Game Pass. Whoopsie daisy. And they have... So she started her world and then he joined. Actually, no, that's a lie. He started his first. And then she joined... And then he joined her multiplayer. So he has a single player and a multiplayer with her. He then went out and bought it on Steam because the Steam version was more advanced than the Xbox version. So he also has a single player on the Steam version. They then came into my game to play with me, but they haven't been back since like the first few days. Because I'm a bit like you, I just like to take my time. I like to learn, and it's the same with this. If I'd have been... I multiplayed with my daughter because she likes to take her time and slow, and I can set her off on little individual tasks and she gets them done. I can't rush through games because I find I forget stuff. I have good reading comprehension, it's just whether or not it sticks. Yeah, there's no... And that's the wonderful thing about Power World, is there's no rush. Although I would warn you that they've just put out they've just put out a thing saying don't use all your Lift Monk effigies to try and raise your catching power because there's currently a bug, and depending on what version you're in, so on Xbox at the moment, it's actually lowering. I didn't realise when I played, it lowered my capture rate. Even though I think my capture rate's up to like level 5 or 6, it actually lowered my capture rate when I actually equipped the effigies to myself. So it's a bug at the moment, so just be careful about that. But no, so I think, because I was talking about this earlier when I first came on, because I need to leave by about 11 today. The next game I'm going to play after Pacha, because I've still got a few achievements and stuff I need to do in this. And then I think this is getting, I want to say this might be not a DLC, but it might be getting like a patch later on. So I'll come back and then do some more to it. I'm going to try and play Paleo Pines, the ones that's the farming game with the dinosaurs. Because I do have quite a few games that are on my radar, but I just don't know when they're coming out. And obviously I have to, while I don't have a PC that can run anything, it has to be on Switch. I like to wait till they've been patched. Because quite often the Switch games come out and they're just awful. It's because you have a Pokemon addiction. We all have a Pokemon addiction, right? Oh, he's actually, so he's said that the Stardew patch might be coming soon. Do you know what? When he patches that, I might play that. Because I love Stardew Valley. And I didn't get to play all of the 1.5 patch. Because by the time I made it to Juniper Island, there was a patch where all of the floor was missing. So I made it to Juniper Island, which was what was updated in the 1.5 patch. And it was all pink and black squares, and I couldn't actually see anything. So I think what I might do is start up a Stardew Valley stream. And play that. I think what I might do with that one as well, because I've played it so many times, is I might do the dice roll the same as I did in this game and let the dice decide which marriage candidate I go for. Because I've married Shane and Sam, I think. I went for the hyper, like, teeny one, but then it was... When Stardew Valley came out, I was much younger. And then I went for the, oh my god, I can fix him. Yeah. Well, you like Stardew Valley as well, Doug. We tried to play it with our daughter as well. She married Sebastian. I love her. She was, how old was she? Like 7? She was like, I really like the boy that just stays in his room. And I was like, oh, that's what I was like with Daddy. She was like, I'm going to marry him. So she'd wait at his door. You know, like we see those memes that people draw of like the artwork of like the farmer stood outside Sebastian's door just waiting for him to open it. And she'd literally be there, glitch through the door and she'd be like, hi, I got this for you. Throw food at his face and just run off. Oh, February. You played the one with the dinos. Oh, was it good? Because I do need to play more games. Yes, because clearly I'm terrible at playing games. Paleo Pines, yeah, that's the one with the dinosaurs. But I think it was still a bit bugged on patch on Switch. I was waiting for a patch. The same as my whole life is waiting for them to actually patch stuff. I'm gonna run out of space because they're all. Oh, look at that one! Ooh, if I could have got a high-level fish, I probably could have made a good food. Do you know, I might keep that one. I'm gonna need a new chest. I'm gonna need a new chest. I don't have enough space for all this food to go in my chest. Oh, there you go. You not paid that much, but you enjoyed it. I got torn away by this game. That's the problem. Felt like at the end of the year we just had so many games that came out, which isn't a bad thing. Because you end up with a lull sometimes in January because, you know, Christmas has happened and you're just nothing to do. But yeah, it does get a little point. Sometimes it gets to the point where there's so many games that come out at once that you can't buy everything. So I quite often add them to my wish list and then just hope that eventually I get a time to do them. Did you ever play Littlewood? Because if you're looking for like a cozy, just slowly relaxing sort of house building, but there's also sort of farming and stuff in it. I don't believe there's any fighting because you have to run away from all the monsters. That's a really good game as well. I really enjoyed that. I actually completed that game, which for me is very unusual. Littlewood's very good, and it's quite often, if you've only got a PC, it's also on Switch, which is how I played it, and it worked really well. In fact, I had it twice. I have it on Switch and on Steam, but I couldn't play it on my laptop. It used to make it overheat. But no, Littlewood was lovely. You can play the new stuff with characters you already made, but I recommend starting a new character to see everything. Yeah, see, that's... Sorry, I realise I've read messages in the wrong order, but I go back up. Yes, I always start a new character anyway. Just because... I just always do. Stardew Valley's so good that you can always just start a new character, just play again. To pay for stuff on... I won't read that out, don't worry. No, I know what you mean. Yeah. Sorry, that actually made my throat wiggle. Yeah, oh god, I have the same thing. You can't buy everything, you just can't. And that was one thing I'd seen streamers talking about actually, was the fact that they feel obliged. It was Retro Gaijin, who I used to watch. He doesn't actually stream anymore since he moved back to the States. He said he felt obliged to like buy every new game that came out, but then he'd get so few viewers watching it, he felt like he'd wasted his money. But if he didn't play them, then his view count would drop. And the problem is when I am not reliant on streaming, okay? I'm just going to make that obvious, being the fact that I only have like 16 followers and 3 people active. I'm not reliant on streaming working out for me. That's not gonna... My husband has a job. We make monies in other way. This is just for me to have fun. And I think if that's the way you live, that's probably a good idea. Keeping it as a hobby and not as something that you're actually reliant on for your income. If it gives you a little bit, that's fine. But you really, unless you are in like the 1%, you're not making enough money to live. Especially not living in England with everything so expensive. But the problem is if you don't play the popular games, either a lot of people won't watch you, or they will watch you, but only watch you for a little bit because they don't want to spoil themselves. Which is, you know, fair enough. So one pomegranate was good, one was bad. Yeah, everyone's playing. It's like Power World. I could have streamed Power World. I would have had to have stopped being quite so lazy and bring it back in from the other room. But if I'd played Power World, everybody was playing Power World. And let's be fair here, if they're going to come watch the indie frog... Oh, that's a high level one. Are they going to come watch the indie frog, who only has like 3 viewers, or are they going to watch their favourite streamer, who's got like 45,000 people watching him? And I don't blame them for that. I like to watch smaller streamers because I find I watch on the TV anyway, so it literally makes no difference to me if the chat's there. I'm a lurker. I'm going to put my hand up right now. I'm a lurker. I don't tend to like talking to people, which it seems strange to anyone who, knowing the fact that I stream. But I tend to lurk in streams. And the way we check it, I was alive. Poke, are you dead? I hope it's not rude to ask, Shy Star. Are you an affiliate? And how long have you been streaming? Because I know you said you struggle to stream because obviously you're not very well. I just wondered how long you had been streaming before you got you weren't able to. Yeah, see that's my thing, because I've talked to my husband about this, about if I hit affiliate, obviously you get the option to have the ads come on, but then I'm like, are people really going to, the 3 people that watch me consistently, really going to want to sit there and watch an ad every 3 minutes? So I was like, I think it helps to talk to other smaller streamers and be like, I mean, do you run ads? You were streaming before affiliate was even a thing. Hasn't it been around for like ages? I must admit, I've watched a lot of Twitch. I've watched Twitch since it was just in TV. But I wasn't aware of the other side of it for a long time. Yeah, and that's... I actually have Twitch Turbo because I hate ads. Do you know what? And so I'll be watching a streamer and then they'll be playing something and then I'm like, okay, well, I think I've watched enough of that. I'll go watch something else. So I go to watch something else and then I can't watch something else because then I have to sit through like 15 hours of flipping ads. And it as a streamer, it irritates me. As a viewer, it infuriates me. But I understand that's how they make their money. That's how, if I get affiliate, that's how I'm going to make my money. So I can turn them off, but there's still ads. I just won't get money for them. Really weird. You can choose how often there are ads. Yeah, I know you can either do pre-rolls. See, I have an issue with pre-rolls because if an ad starts as soon as I go into a stream, I'm unlikely to watch it. Which I know sounds weird, but it infuriates me as myself. But then a lot of bigger streamers I've seen do it where they're like, okay, well, an ad's about to go off, so I'm going to go get a drink and, you know, go to the toilet and stuff right now. So you don't play the game in the time that that's on. So they don't feel like they're missing anything. And if they want to sub, they can sub, but they don't have to. I quite like that way of looking at it, because then they're not missing anything if they don't sit there for 3 minutes. I quite like that. Because I think I'd probably do that. If it's once every hour, I'm not sure I need to wee that much. So it used to be on my stream 30 seconds of ads every half hour, but it annoyed me. But now it probably annoys others. So now it's 2 minutes every hour. And do you just get up and like have a drink or something? Because I could probably do that. I mean, let's be fair, I'm not going to hit affiliate for a little while unless things start working out. I've been streaming since October, but as I said before, I'm a bit iffy on when I actually turn up. Felt like there was ads all the time. Plus I would get up and move and get water because, yeah, I guess. So I need to make it a habit. Yeah, same here. I need to move my legs more. I have bad circulation. And I don't want to go to the hospital and be told that I've mucked stuff up because I didn't move. Can I actually talk? Can I talk to Ella? Was it someone's birthday? It's Hetty's birthday today. I haven't talked to her. Where is she? Oh, she's probably in the house. Yeah, insert sarcasm. Yeah, hospitals aren't fun. I work very hard to control my illness, so I don't have to go back to hospitals all the time. But unfortunately, you still have to go for that once a year appointment. It's just fun for everyone. Well, not really, it's horrible, but yeah. Hey Ilo. It's a great day to hang around with friends. I go to hospital every 4 weeks. Oh no. I have to go for blood tests at the hospital once every 6 weeks. And then if they're not happy with the blood tests, I have to go back again a week later. It's I feel like sometimes that the only time I go to hospital is to be stabbed with a needle. To be bored. And they super breed you for 2 hours. Not sure I like the sound of the hospital you go to. But no, I know what you mean. Problem is that, and I think since COVID they've got worse. Sorry, the disease that shall not be named, they've got worse. Because now you have to wear a mask. And if you're like my husband, he's got asthma. And he can't wear a mask for like hours on end. Because he really, really struggles. I'm okay, but I don't like it. I don't like it, and as an adult, I'm allowed to complain. Oh, it's to be infused. Oh no, thankfully mine's a tablet. Although if I get worse, I would have to have stuff like that. In fact, if I get worse, I have to go in and have operations. So, I'm going to behave for as long as I can. Unfortunately, cake is just delicious and I can't help it. Yeah, I love how they always give them like really long, complicated names. But then when you say to them, and I take this, you get nurses who are like, okay, and what's that? And you're like, oh, it's, you know, it does this. And they're like, oh, okay. We just call it. So like, for example, I take blood thinners. So I take warfarin, which is just the smaller name for the one that I take. And then you'll see people go, okay, and what do you take that for? And I'm like, well, it's a blood thinner. And they go, oh, you could just say blood thinner. I'm like, well, no, I can't though, can I? Because there's lots of different sorts of blood thinners, and they all do they all do it in slightly different ways. One way would kill me, one way doesn't kill me. So I'm going to just tell you what I take. Also, I hate having to repeat my illness over and over again to different people every time because they can't be asked to access the notes on their computer. Because this is getting a bit personal now. It really irritates me that well, you live in England, so the NHS, which if you're from America, you don't. That's the National Health Service. It is what runs our hospitals, and it's also the doctors' surgeries, which are independent from hospitals. They all have access to the same information, but do they look at it? No. So I will tell them the medication I take. They then go, should you be taking that? And I'm like, well, yes, because if I don't take it, I'll die. And they're like, well, and then they like to give me their opinion on whether or not they feel that I should be taking my life-saving medicine. They then like to interfere and tell me that I should go have a review with them about my medicine. They are not allowed to change my medicine because they are not a consultant. The consultants can change my medicine because they are medically trained in my specific problem. They do not like being told this. But yet you have to tell them, or they will rip my drugs out and they will take them away from me. I don't take them because I want them. I take them because otherwise I'll die. Oh, problem is this, we've changed to this GP from one that basically I couldn't get an appointment at. They're better. Which sounds awful if you consider all the stuff I've just said about them. It depends on who it is, but I get it at my own hospital as well. So because of my very complex problem, they like to use me to train people. So they like to roll in all the medical students and they're like, here's so-and-so, you know, here's Plue, this is what her issue is. And they're like, do you mind? Probably won't be around now in my meeting. No, that's fine. Have a good day. If I don't speak to you, I'll text you later. But yeah, so they like to use me for training. I'm 40 at my next birthday. I'm used to this by now. But they're just roll in all these little kids. I say kids, they're not that kids. They're like in their early 20s. They just roll them in. And they're like, oh, and then you have to explain to all of them. And then they ask really odd questions that I guess, I mean, it makes sense because they need to know. And these are future doctors. They might meet people like me where they go. I was pregnant with my daughter, which obviously was a bit of a rigmarole because I had to be careful. Because obviously, I have very specific medical needs. And I had to be very careful. So I was then informed that maybe I should have thought about it. Not even by my consultant who had sat down with me, and 4 years it took them to decide whether or not I could have a child, okay? This wasn't a simple choice. This had taken a lot of medical, multidisciplinary meetings, which is when, if you don't know what that means, it's a group of consultants who are all about the same. And I have several groups of consultants that see me because of my complex medical needs. They all sat down, they all read through my file, they read through all the tests that they made me go through, like running on a treadmill to see if my body would explode. And then they decided whether or not they were going to allow me to try. Before this, they basically said, but if you get pregnant, whoopsie, not much we can do about it, then you'll just have to deal with it. So if I'd got pregnant, it wouldn't have been, they just would have had to have coped, basically. It was just a very strange time for all. Okay. They cannulate, oh God. I didn't explode, no. They can't cannulate me. I am, because I take blood thinners, so obviously my veins and my blood is naturally thinner. So I quite often have to have anaesthetists do it because they're used to having to deal with tricky people who are asleep. But anyway, so I actually had a girl while I was having my meeting with my doctor, because when I had my daughter, when I was pregnant, I had to go once every month. And she was like, do you think maybe you should have thought a little bit more about whether or not you should have had a baby because your heart's so bad? And I'm like, right, back yourself up there, love. If you actually chose to read my notes, which you clearly did not, you'll notice that actually a lot of time and effort has gone into this. My husband just sat there looking at this girl like, what the hell is wrong with you? And I'm just like, if you actually bothered to check any of my notes, you'll notice that, in fact, there's been a lot of research into this, and I suggest you back off. Because I don't want to be too horrible, because they do hopefully intend to go into this profession. They need to learn now. Let's just say that my consultant was not amused at all. In fact, I think she was actually horrified. You should have punched them in the face. If I hadn't have been like laid on a bed having an echocardiogram on my heart, and not like a horrified, I will point out now that the tadpole, I have to have echocardiograms because the issue I have is actually on my heart. So the baby actually kicked her. So she pushed down too hard, and my daughter didn't like that. So she kicked her from the inside, to which the young girl then looked horrified, and the normal echocardiogram lady that I have, who is the lady who's been seeing me since I was an infant, because she's been there for so long, laughed hysterically, to which the young girl was quite upset. So she got it. And then she was told that you don't disrespect the people who have been coming to this clinic longer than you've been alive. That one's my favorite. Now I'm older, I get to whip that out. I've had my condition longer than you've been alive, love. Sorry, I was just trying to get my mouse to come over. I think the difficulty with... Oh, they can start working on stage. The difficulty with nurses and stuff is that bedside manner doesn't come naturally to everyone. I'm quite a caring person. It's the reason why everyone's children end up at my house. I'm quite a caring person. Ooh, a race is happening today. Not everyone has that. And I do feel that if you do not have that, perhaps you shouldn't be training to be, let's be fair here, a caring medical professional. Especially as an adult, I can take that. I did cry when I got home. She didn't need to know that. As an adult, I can take that. As a nervous child or a teen or a parent, and I've also been through this, as a parent who finds out that there's something wrong with your little one, that's not the person you want supporting you, because that person makes you feel bad for having emotions. And it's not bad to have emotions. Emotions are natural. They're there for a reason. If we didn't have emotions, we'd basically be like sticks. And I think in this world, we need to be a bit more aware of the way we speak and the way we talk to each other. Now, don't get me wrong. I rip people. I rib my sister, I rib my brothers. That's just the way we are. We call it banter. But I would never do that to somebody. Like, I wouldn't go up to my sister-in-law and make a comment like that because, well, A, she's not used to that. That's not part of who she is. We've been brought up like that. But then we also don't use banter that would be cruel because that's not nice. I realised I forgot to pick up all of those garlics and I think I might have lost 2 of them. Ooh. There are some people who take banter too far and they take that you're allowed to banter with somebody. No, don't chop that. To just being an asshole, and that's not the same. Also, if you can't take it, you really shouldn't be dishing it out, because if I make a comment to you, like I did once to one of my brother-in-laws, and then he got huffy, because how dare somebody speak to him like that, then don't dish it out. If you can't take it, don't dish it out. What interesting topics we always get onto in the stream. As they go into my YouTubes and the YouTube people are all sat there going, I have no idea what even started this. I do apologise, YouTube. Human topics, yeah. Also, I think a lot of people, I would like to think not so much now, but there are a lot of people who don't get... I come from a generation, I was born in the early 80s. And I come from a generation where my mum and dad, well, not so much my dad, but my mum did talk to me about things. But I'm fully aware that a lot of children did not have that. And I think as adults nowadays, topics that make us different from the sticks. That's right. I think as adults nowadays, we have a responsibility to teach our children that it's okay to feel these things and stuff like that and not sit there. And I know it's easy to sit on the internet and say that, but I put that into practice. I have a daughter. We build her up as much as we can because I know what it's like to not be built up. I know what it's like to be told everything you're doing is wrong because of a certain thing. To be told that because I was a girl, I couldn't do things the same way maybe a boy could be. Now, even in the 80s, there was no excuse for that. But it was there, and it was left over from the years that we just ignored everything. Now, there is no excuse. The only thing that a girl can't do that a boy can do is, and I'm sorry if this is disgusting to you, but produce the thing that allows us to have babies. Okay? That's the only thing that girls can't do that boys can't do. That boys can do, okay? And vice versa. Boys can't create eggs, girls can't create sperm. That's literally the only difference between boys and girls. Because there are female bodybuilders who are just as strong as male bodybuilders. There are female engineers who are more intelligent than male engineers. You know, we're not built different. We're built biologically differently, but you can still do the same things. It's for goodness sake. I remember my father-in-law, bless him. He bought a doll for my daughter. And he was like, because you keep buying her all of these stupid toys that aren't for her. And I was like, well, what does she do with this doll that's any different to the other toys I bought her? And he was like, well, girls should have dolls. And I was like, look, there is no such thing as a gendered toy. Unless they have to use like their sexual organs to control it in some way, then it's not a gendered toy. A boy can play with a doll. It doesn't make him any less of a man because he plays with a doll. Does a man who has a baby, is he less manly because he's got a kid? I think we need to get away from these gender norms. And I think, unfortunately, and this is going to sound really horrible and really morbid, until the generation that reinforces it dies, it's not going to go away. Because we are slowly getting better as time goes on. I mean, in the years that I've been alive, the way things have worked and the way things have ran are getting better. We had a little bit of a dip, sort of in the 2010s. People started getting a bit arsey with people again. And I think it's because they're still, yes, some people are still in power and they want it back the old way. But no, it's good to fight for the fact that everybody, I mean, we're all different. Okay, I'm not, people have different needs. I broke my wrists when I was younger. I cannot pick up the same things that my sister can pick up. But that's an individual need. That's not because I'm a girl. That's because I just have weak little lady wrists. Which I've just used that as I've just used that, but I shouldn't say that. But it's because I have weak little wrists because I broke them. And they're not strong. No. I collect anime figures. But, you know, I just because you play with a doll doesn't mean you're... I mean, I used to get my Barbies to like... God, they used to have so many babies. I've only got the one. I wasn't training myself to mass breed. Oh, could you imagine? That'd be creepy. Mass breeding Barbie. That's the one they don't sell on the front. Oh, my daughter, she loves building stuff. Don't tell her, but she's got Lego for Christmas. For birthday, sorry. This video, hopefully, she doesn't watch my she tells me my VODs are too long, so she doesn't watch them. She's getting Pokemon Mega Blocks because she loves Lego, but Mega Blocks have Pokemon, so she's got Pokemon Mega Blocks for Christmas, for her birthday. And she's always liked artsy stuff. My daughter's very imaginative, and she loves... This is why sandbox games are perfect for her. We played Garden Paws. I'm sorry. And she loved it. Because it's like Minecraft. She can play it. She can play it the way she wants to play it. And that's what you want. You want your child to feel like they can do what they want. Not being built into tiny little boxes of you're pink, so you like girls things, and you're a boy, so you like this. Such deep topics. I mean, if you actually saw what I look like in real life, I wear blue and black, right? I don't wear colours, and yet for everyone to be like, oh, blue's a boy's colour. Well, if it was a boy's colour, why do they make jeans that colour? Why do they make all these, you know, adult clothing that colour? That's because as a child, you get crammed into these little boxes and you're told that this is what you should be because that's what we are. But now, as an adult, you can wear what you want. So we've always told her she gets to wear what she wants. She wears some crazy stuff, I'm not going to lie. She's... But that's her. That's what she wants to wear. So she gets to wear what she wants to wear. I had to wear dresses when I was little. Now, I will occasionally wear a dress, but it's on my terms. I wore a dress to my wedding, only because I thought my mother-in-law would implode if I didn't. I'm not a fan of dresses. I find them... it sounds silly. I find them restricted. I don't like the way that they make my legs feel when I walk in them. I prefer trousers. Very hard to do a cartwheel in a dress, because then everyone sees your pants. It's also very hard to do a cartwheel in general for me. So perhaps that was not a good recommendation. That was not a good one. Right. Yeah, pink was for baby boys. Exactly. And I told my daughter this, and she was like, so why do people get so upset about it? How do you explain that? You just go... So we said that sometimes people just like to make rules for people that they don't actually know. To which she replied, that's silly. And she's not lying. Yeah, people don't know their history. Humans are very silly, I agree. Yes, I'm looking forward to building Pokemon Lego. Sorry, not Lego, Mega Blocks. Mega Blocks. But we got her quite a few sets as well. So the first set that they bought out was obviously, I think, we'll make this and see if anyone buys it. The second set's got movement. So she has to figure out how to put all the bits together to make them move properly. See, now that's good. I like stuff like that. Stuff that stretches their mind. Fantastic. What did the GP do? Oh, when they kept trying to change my tablets all the time. And they made me really ill until then. That's when the hospital took me back over again. Sorry, my husband's just asking. Do you know what else? Is he still sulking? Has he got his head on your lap like, please, I just need work? I miss my puppers. She used to do the same thing. She would just like lay there and she'd huff. She'd sort of do this delicate little... And I'd be like, dude, you can't go out today. It's like, this is the... So our dog refused to go out in the rain. She would not go out if it was raining. We would open the door and she would look at it and go, oh no, not that. But then would get upset because we hadn't let her out. But she wouldn't go out in the rain. So I can't win either way. You either don't go out in the rain or you do go out in the rain and then you get upset. It's just a gem of everything, really. That's a silly little dog. I'm going to have to sneeze, I'm sorry. I did go check on the stage. Sorry, I was trying not to sneeze. So I probably will do one more day and then I need to come off because I need to eat before I go. So I'll do one more day. I didn't sell very much today. I really need to because I need to buy the magic axe. Magic axe? Is that what it was called? Magic hand axe. Because I have all the bits for it and it was 4K, so I kind of need to do that. I also need to improve my... Oh, sorry. I also need to improve my my small animal house into a medium animal house. My house is so empty. It's like... Isla's going to look forward to moving here. She's going to move in and be like, oh, I'm so glad that this... I get to make it my own. Yes, you do, because I don't do anything. As I stomp my dirty little feet straight through the middle of her beautifully decorated thing. Right, babe? Too boring for my dog. How low I've fallen. Ours used to do the opposite. She would play and then she'd get the zoomies and go absolutely mental to the point where when our daughter was small, we had to whip her up off of the floor very quickly or the dog would run her over. I'm not 100% convinced that her eyesight hadn't been going for quite some time. She used to like run over other people's children and it got to a bit where they were like, what's wrong with your dog? I honestly don't think she realizes there was a child there. Zoomies after walkies every time. So it's like they're exhausted. It's that last part of energy. Children get the same thing, I can assure you, but it tends to hit at bedtime. I'm not tired. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. But you are tired. I'm not tired, Mummy. Oh, we had the same last night. My child is nearly 10. And last night she basically had the equivalent of baby zoomies. And she was like, I'm not tired. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Can I come snuggle with you in your bed? Yes, but you do need to go back in your own bed because she slaps in her sleep. She's quite a... She moves a lot in her sleep and she's quite slappy. I acknowledge, yeah, 3. Ooh, got high level tatty. But yeah, she makes me laugh. But she's like, yeah, Mummy, I just want to... I need to come sleep in your bed. You don't need to come sleep in my bed. You want to sleep in my bed. That's different. Can't I come sleep in your bed? Okay. But like, you can come and have a cuddle for like 5 minutes, but you need to go back in your own bedroom. Yes, Mummy, I will go back in my own bedroom. So she lasted about 5 minutes and she started wriggling to the point where I was like, right, you need to get out because Mummy needs to go to sleep. She was then, can you cuddle me in bed? So Mummy cuddled her in bed. She farted on me. Sorry. Secret end to the tale there. She farted on me. Wouldn't stop laughing, so Mummy gave her a kiss, said she loved her very much, and begrudgingly had to go back to her own bed because I'd just been farted on. You hate staying over your niece kicks in her sleep. Yeah, she doesn't kick, she slaps. She like has her arms above her head and flails. She gave me a black eye. To the point that's when we scooped her up and we're like, okay, back in your own room. She doesn't mean to do it. She's not doing it on purpose. She's asleep. But yeah, it does hurt when she like ninja slaps you in the face. Problem is, you can't really be held accountable for if you're doing it in your sleep. I mean, my sister talks in her sleep. She was a nightmare, and I know she still does it now for her husband. She was a nightmare when she was little because I had to share a room with her because our house was very small. And she just used to mutter constantly in her sleep. Is that... What was it? Like a chipmunk. She used to go... And I'd be like, what's that noise? Mummy, there's a screech noise. It's your sister. It's your sister. Why is she making that noise? Oh, I don't know. She just sit there go... I love her really, but Jesus, I'd like to sleep. When our husband tells me about it now, I laugh. Because he hasn't had to live through it as long as I did. Oh, you can't use that one. That's not the right... It won't... It said any herb. A thistle is a herb. Oh, it's a flower. But it should have been fine. Just judging. Let's use this mint. Wait a minute. What level was that cheese? That was the good cheese. If I give it this oregano, will that put it level up, or does it have to be a cooked dish? Yeah, because this one's... Yeah. No. Poo. Poo. She was dreaming she was a squirrel. All I can say is that she used to dream she was a squirrel a lot, if that was the case. I think my mum used to call it chuntering. She just used to chunter in a... Or she used to make like these sad little whimpers. Funny thing is her son does the exact same thing. Because he was here over Christmas because she had to work. And he kept like flailing in his sleep and getting really upset. And then he screamed bloody murder at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I ran in there and he was like, I had a scary dream. And I'm like, oh my God, I thought you died. I was like, are you okay? And he went, yes. It's like, do you want a hug? And he went, yes. So I gave him a little hug and he laid back down. But at that point, me and my daughter are like, a spoiled, very dramatic older sister. Yeah, we didn't sleep well that day. And then I got a message from my sister being like, how did he do? And I'm like, your child was awake at 4:30. And she was like, oh, he always sleeps until like 9 here. And I'm like, well, here he wakes up 4:30. I don't have enough energy for this. It's probably a good thing I didn't have to stream that week. I don't think I'd have coped. I was running on like 4 hours sleep. Well, more than that. I go to bed at 9. I'm old now. I need I need like a full 12 hours sleep to feel well. But oh, bless. He is so funny. Although he is the one that will out me to the family. So he was with his, because he got sent home from school this week. He hasn't been very well. And he said to his mummy, Mummy, what are you watching on Twitch? And she said, oh, I'm watching this person. She went, and he was like, no, I want to watch the Frog Lady. And she went, oh, you want to watch Auntie Ploo? And he's like, yeah, I want to watch the Frog Lady. And she's like, well, she's not on today. She's doing something else. Oh, Ilo. That's the door. There you go. Spirits must be happy. Everything here is so great. She's on 9 hearts. Ilo is currently busy. Fine, I won't kiss you on a swing. Thinking about it, that's probably quite unsafe. I think my sister and most of the kids are too scared to sleep over because of the snakes. My brother had all sorts of lizardy things and snakes. What else did he have? Frogs. I mean, he had a he's always like weird animals. He had a praying mantis when we lived at home. And that was disgusting. It was, anytime it saw someone, it used to click at them. And he told us that was the way of letting them know that they were going to start hunting you or something like that. And I was just like, which could be him just telling me shit, but I didn't like the praying mantis. That was weird. I'm also not a great fan of spiders. They were going to get a tarantula, but they never did, I don't think. They had frogs. Although I don't think they lasted. As in, not that they killed them, but I think they took them to a shop or something. He had an axolotl. He had... I'm trying to remember how many... He tends to get a new house and then fills it with the different type of animal. So he went through fish and the axolotl. He had a budgie. They had cats. They had a dog. They had a hamster. And then he moved somewhere else and they ended up with all the lizards and the snakes. And the frogs. And an orchid mantis. That's right, that was quite pretty. Because that didn't click at you. And then he moved into another new house. And now he's got a cat he rescued from Egypt. That's deaf. And still thinks he lives on the streets of Egypt. So keeps like escaping and like fighting other cats for food. Oh no, that's all they've got at the moment. And a baby. Which is almost the same as having your own pet. They're probably a bit more expensive. Not much, but they are. I'm being too quick for the buttons. Okay. I loved his axolotl because they always look really happy. They just have like this little... I'm doing it because I forget that the facial tracking on mine's not fantastic. Or at all. He had like a little happy smile and it was just lovely. I don't even remember what he was called. Just axolotl, I think. I think with axolotls, as long as you keep their water clean, I think they're pretty happy. The problem is they just look more intelligent than they are, and it just feels sad that they're sort of swimming around in a little aquarium because they look like they should be like somewhere else. Oh, gecko. Yep, he had a gecko. He had one of the... Oh, God, he had a bearded dragon. He had a tegu. He had a monitor lizard. He had a gecko. They had a corn snake. They had another type of snake. I think had, because when him and his partner split, he got rid of quite a few of the animals because she couldn't keep them anymore because she was pregnant and wasn't allowed to touch them. And he couldn't take them into his flat, so there was a reptile shop nearby and they took them off of them. You have full cords like I'm trying to remember if the tegus were poisonous. One of the ones he had the ability that its bite was poisonous, and amazingly everybody thought that maybe he shouldn't have had that near the small children. I can't remember if that was the monitor or the tegu. Hey, Grandad. Rob is far calming than he was in his youth. I enjoy his company quite a bit now. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had a corn snake. To be fair, when he was younger, he always wanted loads of animals and our mum wouldn't let him have them. That's when he came home with... What did he have first? The praying mantis. I didn't like the praying mantis. But then I did the same. She told me I wasn't allowed a pet, so I went out and came home with 2 gerbils and she was furious. I'll do what I like, thank you. I'm an adult, I'm 14. To be fair, those gerbils lasted for quite some time. I had to separate them in the end because I was told they were both girls, but it turns out that they were having babies and eating them, so they can't have both been girls. Bites from a tegu can cause serious injuries. Oh, was it the tegu? There was one of them that had a poisonous bite. And he kept trying to let the kids hold it. And we were all freaking out like, well, if it bites our baby, am I going to have to go to the hospital and tell them your animal bit it? There was one of them that had some sort of poisonous saliva. You think it was the tegu? Yeah, it had some. It was something to do with the saliva. It was poisonous or something. I mean, it was. They were all right. They were just sort of sat in the aquarium. Not aquariums. What are they called? Not aquariums. What is it? Terrariums? Terrarium? No, terraria is different. But yeah, he had them. The vivariums. He had them in big vivariums. My favourite was the bearded dragon because it would look at you directly, do a poo, and then it would sort of look at you, smile, and then walk off. She was sassy. I liked her. We have a Viv wall. Oh, nice. Yeah, he's always had a lot of animals. He's got 3 cats at the moment and the baby. When they're moving, his wife's already hinted she would quite like a dog. But they both work full time, and it seems a bit wrong to buy a brand new puppy and then go back to work full time when they already have to put the child into nursery. But people won't be told. Dogs really are like a child. They're a full-time responsibility. We got our dog when I had to leave one of my jobs because it was making me sick. Sorry, ill, not sick. But yeah, so I had to leave, and we basically bought the dog so I had somebody to keep me company in the day. And she was our first baby. She was not happy when we brought home the second, more human-like baby. She got over it quickly. Dagoos. Are they the ones that are like a little rodent-y thing? A dagu. I'm not fantastic with small animals. Yes, like that. Okay, yep. I love your... I really do like all your emotes. Oh, that's really cute. Yes, they are the one I thought. No, I did look at a dagu actually. I mean, I'm not great with rodenty sort of creatures, but I do think they're very cute. I think I'd be alright with like a bigger... I say this yesterday. I had this conversation with somebody else about the fact I wasn't sure about like a house of guinea pigs. I think I'd be alright, but problem is kids take a lot of time, and it seems unfair to buy an animal and then sort of have it just sort of there in the background because the child takes more energy. And I get like really sent to prison if I don't pay attention to the child. Yeah, we had a hamster when we were very small, but as it turns out, my dad's deathly allergic to them, so we had to get rid of them very quickly. Also, God, they breed quick. We had 3. We were told they were all women. I don't know why we believed. Turns out it was 2 women and 1 man, and they basically had like 25 babies. It was ridiculous. So we ended up having to get rid of them. They were making my dad really ill. Really, really ill. Funny thing is, the cat always used to set him off as well, but the dog never did. Because we had dogs when we were children. Right, I need to make a high-level recipe. I've got a high-level potato. What can I make with a high-level potato? With a high-level potato. If I could get a high-level garlic, I could probably... Oh, it says to be a... Oh, no, I've got a... I don't have the... Yeah, potato. What the hell is teff? Oh, that one would require a good onion and a good garlic as well. Wait. Sour cream? Yeah. The only problem is they take such a lot of cleaning out. Oh, I might be able to do that. I got a high-level carrot, a high-level potato, and any egg. What is it? They would all have to be that level, wouldn't they? And I don't think I consistently get... I have a high level carrot, I have a high level potato. I'd have to get a high level egg, otherwise I guess it would drag it down. Oh no, no, it's the star I need, isn't it? It's not the triangle, it's the star. I don't have any star stuff, that's going to take a while. Oh, I know, it's getting late. Yeah, my brother liked the fact that they were sort of easy to clean, because you just sort of sift the sand. Sort of pick up the poop. Only problem is they stink when they poo. We were there, I think on Boxing Day. A storytelling place. And one of his lizards had done a massive poo right as we were about to eat, and it stank. All the kids were like, ew. And he's like, well, what do you expect? They eat like live creatures. Do you want me to see? Do you want to see? Watch me feed it a dead chick? And they were like, ah! Merry Christmas, kids. Right. I need to end stream. Right, I'm gonna go on this one. Right. Thank you very much for coming out and watching me today. I really do appreciate that. But I unfortunately have to go because I have to go visit family members in an hour and I need to eat food. Thank you very much for coming out. I will be I need to set up my stream schedule for next week. The only day I know that I won't be working Wednesday. I never work Wednesday. And I know that on Tuesday I'm going to have to start early like I did today. But I'll put that on the stream so everyone will know. So thank you very much. Reptile poo's the worst smelling poo in the world. And I will speak to you all probably on Monday. So thank you very much for coming out, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye everyone. Have a lovely weekend.